A few weeks ago, well, actually, it might have been a few months at this point. Who knows? Time is a weird concept, am I right? I asked you guys to fill in the blank. I wish people knew that ADHD... I read through your answers and summed up into 5 main categories. So, here we go. 5 things that others should know about ADHD, according to people who have it. It is estimated that around 70% of adults with ADHD have emotional dysregulation. Many of us feel emotions more intensely, have trouble using self-soothing behaviors, and can become easily flooded and overwhelmed by our feelings. This can result in emotional, angry outbursts as well as meltdowns when the situation becomes hard to cope with. I wish people knew that ADHD makes it difficult not to focus on negative thought patterns. ADHD makes me feel things in a very intense way, but it doesn't mean I'm weak. ADHD makes me feel constantly overwhelmed. My emotions are so complicated that sometimes I don't even understand them. ADHD doesn't make people lazy or stupid. The end. Okay, but why is this even a thing? ADHD is usually associated with academic underachievement, but do you really need bad grades to have ADHD? One study tested people with high IQ, and some of them had ADHD. It found that those with ADHD had impaired cognitive skills, meaning that our inattention, impulsivity, short-term memory, and cycles of procrastination can make it hard to focus on academic work, and we can often make careless mistakes, all of which result in not achieving our full potential. For many of us, these struggles seem to disappear when something sparks our interest. We are able to achieve great results and work hard. Many of us are very creative and driven, with lots of interest, ideas, and unique problem-solving skills. I wish people knew that I'm not stupid. I have a different set of challenges. ADHD really affects my memory. ADHD helps me to be a better artist. ADHD doesn't mean I'm not hardworking. Even though we try really hard to maintain close relationships, with ADHD, it's not always that simple. Having a busy brain that's constantly thinking and gets easily distracted can make us appear rude and uninterested. Impulsivity might make us change plans last minute or act without thinking, and I understand that this might be quite frustrating for others. Oh, and let's not forget another symptom of ADHD, rejection sensitivity dysphoria, which can make us overthink things and care a lot about being accepted by others. Sometimes it can be paralyzing, and even the perceived rejection is very painful. ADHD can cause many misunderstandings, frustrations, and resentments in relationships, even when we come in with the best intentions. I wish people knew that ADHD causes me to interrupt often because of my racing thoughts. It's nothing personal. I'm not late to disrespect you. I just lost sense of time. ADHD makes me forget about people if I don't see them often. I'm not trying to ghost you. ADHD can make it hard to keep up with friends. ADHD affects both boys and girls, men and women. What's different is the way we express our symptoms. One study showed that in comparison to boys, ADHD girls had lower ratings on externalizing their problems. So even though it might be easy to spot that hyperactive boy in class, what about the girl that is constantly daydreaming, making careless mistakes, and is dealing with overwhelming symptoms internally? I wish people knew that ADHD is different for everyone. ADHD is not always obvious, but impacts me daily. It makes me feel like I have no break sometimes. ADHD doesn't mean I'm hyperactive. ADHD affects adults too. People with ADHD have executive dysfunction, which compromises cognitive control processes. We have many struggles in these areas. Self-regulation, self-directed behavior toward a goal, short-term memory, making and breaking habits, setting schedules, short-term memory, making decisions, controlling emotions and impulses, short-term memory, evaluating risks, planning for the future, prioritizing, and did I already say short-term memory? Many people believe everyone's a bit ADHD because they struggle with some of the symptoms mentioned. However, if you look at it as a spectrum, yes, everyone struggles with this sometimes, but the difference is how often and how much does it impact our lives and well-being. Not being able to focus sometimes is totally normal, but if you sit at your desk trying to focus for long hours almost daily to the point of crying from frustration, yep, that might be a problem, and you might want to look into it. The difference between normal struggles and ADHD is that these symptoms are usually driven to the extremes and have a big impact on our daily life, mental health, careers, and relationships. I wish people knew that ADHD is a real diagnosis and not a choice. ADHD isn't something you should joke about having. ADHD is more complex than people think. Wow, was that informative or what? I hope you've learned more about what it's like to have ADHD from those who have it themselves. And if you do have ADHD and there's something I missed, please share your experience in the comments. It's a safe space to hang out, so don't be shy to say hi. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please don't forget to subscribe and click the bell button to get notifications about future videos. And thank you so much, patrons, for making this video possible. If you'd like to support this channel and become a patron, please check out the link in the description box. You can choose from many tiers with cool benefits. And another big thank you to Skye for helping me with the research for this video. Please check out her website at www.unconventionalorganization.com to see more of her amazing work. Thank you. Bye.